Good afternoon, everyone. I'm just going to make sure that we're live here on the other computer real quick. And it looks like we are. Welcome. Hope y'all are having a great day today. Today is February 9th, 2026, and this is going to be a fun one for you all. On the video yesterday, I entirely botched the demo that I was doing because it didn't switch over, so I'll make sure whenever the time comes to switch that over. I think this is one of the greatest things, especially for the floor coating industry that has been created. We've already had 2 people sign up, which is pretty awesome. So looking forward to building with more people, getting more feedback, making it already even better than it already is. So free group in the description below and the new CRM that we'll showcase here in a little while for you all in the description. Today we set one estimate and we have that set for tomorrow. Already gave them good pricing over the phone so they kind of know exactly how much it's going to cost, the different colors, went over everything A to Z with them as well. So that is pretty good to hear. Should be about $3,500 if we get that one. Check back in tomorrow just to make sure. On the total quoted, we basically did 0 for today, just tidying up everything else, a little bit more quality control. As well, we did close a $6,727 job. It was originally 10 grand, so although it is a win, somewhat of a less of a win for commercial floor coating that I've been working with basically for about 2 months now onto that. Essentially, it was supposed to be 10 grand, but they had to reduce the scope because they had some pipes burst inside of the area just because it's a vacant building and then it was so cold as of late. So they had to reduce it a little bit. Might get it into the future, you never know. This came from an organic lead from Google that had searched us up and found about us. And as well too, for today's idea is to plug all of the leaks. So I will have some new full system produced videos coming now that I'm slightly more free, that everything has been built. Obviously, I have to onboard a lot of people as we go on to there, and as well having special calls for anybody that needs additional help. But we are probably 50% more available. I always fill the space with more work, so we'll see how that goes. But I would like to start making more videos for marketing, sales, operations, hiring, basically anything and everything you guys have questions on inside of the floor coating space. So without further ado, looks like there are no comments at the moment, so we will swap over and show you guys the demo here. Nice. Looks like it came through. And I want to make sure that it's also still here onto the live. Let's make sure it's actually here before I do the same thing again yesterday. Swap over and show you guys the demo here. Woohoo, we're here. So what is this? This is codingos.com in the description below. Lower costs than practically any other CRM out there, while also being specialized specifically for the floor coating industry. This is the dashboard that you load into automatically whenever you log in so that you can see any of your new leads and also measure it against the time frame for you. So going forward, I should, instead of needing this doc or whatever you call that, should be able to load right into here for you guys. And as well, so you have your new leads, you have your new estimates that you've created. You can click into all these. They'll go into each of these specific tabs. You have your estimates that have been accepted but do not have current scheduled dates. So these would be essentially if you have any estimates that are accepted that you still need to schedule for work orders, so you can stay on top of that at a moment's glance. The whole point of this is that it is intuitive, color coded, easy to understand, makes you more revenue in less time with a higher percentage of closing, which I'll make more videos on to the future. You have your recent activity here, so any invoices created, new work orders, estimates, anything that you have going on inside of your business so that you can see it again at a glance. You have your sales trends so that you can understand when are you booking jobs, when are you doing estimates, when are you collecting your invoices as well too, all onto that same time frame that we're looking at there. Your response rate for your leads, so 83% response rate, so you can manage where are you leaking inside of your pipeline. Are your estimate or are your new customers not responding to you, which you need to work on first? Is your estimate percentage not as high from the responded? Is your conversion rate low off of the responded? And that'll also help you automatically see your close rate onto the estimates that you do give. Tasks that can also be automated onto here for anything such as past due invoices, estimates that are more than 2 days old or 1 day old, whatever you're thinking there, as well your general schedule. This also is onto an app inside of the Apple Store where you can see all of this. All of your employees, team members can also see this. You can easily create new events at any time. You have a map feature here so that you could see wherever any of your jobs are at any time. These haven't been geocoded yet. This is basically all demo data, but those all load in there for you. You can see your current weather where you are located at. If you're at the computer here, if somebody's installing a floor, maybe the humidity is really high and you want to help them out with understanding that. You have all of your unscheduled jobs right here, which you can easily schedule as well too. All of your customers with all of your data. You can click onto them at any time. You can also see how many of your emails are getting collected, which are due. You also have your AI appointment intel. So based upon the estimate, she's a customer since then. So excellent service, and we'll be continuing to update these into the future for people too. Really starting to integrate more AI into the flow strategically, so you still have the human touch, but again, you don't have to remember as much as you possibly need to. All of your estimates, work orders, invoices right here, billing addresses, service addresses as well too. These are all fake phone numbers, fake emails, but you can see where all of your leads come from, edit them at any time, add any images to the customers that you feel as though you need. Conversations tab with emails, text messages, phones as well too. Demo data sometimes isn't as good. There we go. So inside of your communications with your customers onto a phone number that has call tracking, call transcribing, and then also you can feed that data back in to get insights onto your selling ability. Anytime an estimate is sent or anything of that nature, work orders, invoices are all there as well too. And you can also start the conversation so that you can see who you need to talk to, as well as automated spamming out. So if somebody seems like they're a spam contact, for instance, phone calls that you're getting, then you can automatically spam them, and then as well too, be able to automatically delete them at certain intervals that you would like there also. Communication styles also onto this right side is basically anything and everything so that you could quick schedule anybody for anything that you need at a moment's notice. Add tasks for customers with time delays and things of that nature so you can stay on top of everything. You also have your estimates here getting sent by email, text, phone, really any way that you would like, with the estimate link onto there as well too, with your terms and conditions, being able to take site video photos onto the app there as well too, require signatures on your customer approval, clone the estimates, convert them to the work orders, convert them to invoices, edit any of this parameters here onto the job, right? Descriptions and scopes as well too. Work orders, see which ones are new, scheduled, also all the statuses onto your estimates as well too, so you can keep those in mind. Super fast, responsive, way faster than anything that I've used, as well as your notifications here, just a quick any kind of payments that I receive, estimates accepted, new leads, estimate viewed, new Google reviews, anything and everything that you ever need right there at a moment's glance again, as well as notifications onto your phone whenever somebody views your estimate, anytime an estimate is accepted, anytime a new lead comes in, anytime an invoice is paid as well too, integrations with Square, Stripe, PayPal, maximize your revenue. This is one that I will want to get a lot more feedback as we continue on to hear for what people find to be useful. But you currently have the ability to set priority scores on to maximizing your revenue. So any stale estimates that you have, you can obviously look at it on this, but it would be more like a kind of game to go through these things, dismiss these quote unquote opportunities if you want to at any time. Overdue invoices, work orders not invoice, silent leads, dormant customers that have not been communicated with in a long time. Job costing as well too. Obviously these margins are pretty ridiculous. Onto the demo account here, but you can see based upon your overhead cost, how much polyaspartic as soon as you complete a work order or your employees can, so that you can ensure that you are using the right amount of materials onto a job to save you, figure out perhaps why people are using more materials, also for product inventorying as well too, so you can stay on top of how much materials you have. Supplies, find out your flat cost per job. These are like the Longo packs, a little bit inflated, but you can add, change, do anything onto any of these at any time. Also, configure how much gas you've also used onto your jobs to also impact into that profitability. And these also take into account the driving distance there and the driving distance back from the job also. As well as monthly expenses, you can place just about anything into here. So for instance, if your insurance is $1,000 per month, hopefully this should automatically update right here onto your profitability. Yeah, it didn't really impact it very much, but basically based upon how much total revenue you have, that'll knock your total profit down. And then I'll also split this across every job. Oh, looks like I gotta fix that one. Sorry about that, guys. Gotta fix this one to actually take into account your monthly totals, so it will impact your overall profitability, and it'll place that onto each job and take that into account. So for instance, in this case, $1,000 for your insurance, you did 5 jobs in the last month, that would take $200 of profit off of this job right here. Also being able to clock in your employees and out so that you can see basically how much your jobs are costing you as well too, right then and there. You have your reputation, which is all of your Google reviews that you can import over time and also be able to respond to them. This one's currently waiting pending onto Google verification there to be able to get that access. All of your reports and analytics, profit loss, revenue by month, job profitability, revenue by service type, average job size, estimate conversion rates, and as well too, if you need any more of these, I can build them custom for anything that you find to be useful. Main goal here is to essentially create something that's already better than anything out there, just writ large, but then also really drill down into the coding space specifically for all of our needs, which is this is where one comes into play, which is actually the quality control plus the portfolio. So anytime you or your employees are taking pictures of jobs, you can open up after the job is completed to then be able to put pre-inspection videos, final seals. You also have other ones such as whenever the service prep has been completed, you can take pictures so that you can also send these out to a link to your customers. You can put one when the base code is installed as well too. Some people just like to put the pre-video or pre-pictures and then the final seal, but you can link these out to your customers strategically, which I'll show, so that they can be like, dang, these guys really, really go over and above onto the top. Also onto this here, you have your portfolio, which is a lot like the QC forms. Almost everybody would still put a QC form into a portfolio just due to the pictures. But onto here, you would generally put all the completed ones or the ones that you want onto there realistically. And then as well, you can drag and drop to picture and find out which one is the overall prime picture onto that portfolio. So every time you update that, it will change. And then as well, you have your map. Map is something that you can also link out to your customers so they can see the jobs that are closest to them in case they want to go check out a job, a flake color. Also, for the peace of mind on your side, if you have customers who are saying, well, I live over here in this area, do you have anybody that's nearby? And then boom, You already know it, and you can get right into it for them. As well, onto the marketing materials, we have lead capture forms if you want to embed them onto your websites. We have price estimators so that you can, this one's pretty cool to be honest. You can embed this onto your website, and then you can have customers to be able to then go and see their garage size, click into here. What is your primary goal? Cracking and pitting, continue. Current floor condition, moderate wear, average square footage, or if you don't know your square footage, then they can continue. Do you want a standard warranty, no warranty? You can edit all these onto your site as well too to fully customize it. How long will you be in the house? You can also change some of these too. Like I don't want the residency duration because I'm asking about the warranty there. Then they'll input their information and then boom, that'll automatically import as a new customer with the notes for what they had onto there. As well too, if you're like, most of your customers are going to say, and this also has, your price per square foot right there, which will auto generate a report for them that automatically text out to them afterwards. But if you have things such as ballpark range, that can also be put onto there so that you can get them a good price, but then convert that over into an estimate afterwards as well too. Oh my gosh, I have not, dude, you got to be kidding me. I almost have to run all this back. Let's see if I can just do window capture. See if that works better for you guys. There we go. Should be much better. Jeez Louise. All right, we're gonna speed run this. I'm probably actually I don't even know what I'm gonna do with this one because we missed out on everything. You have your scheduler right here so that you can create events. You can see your unscheduled work orders. You have the map function. You can see any time wherever your jobs are done. This is demo data, so it doesn't have mapping onto there. All of your customers right here so that you can see any of their data. I'm so surprised that dude, that still didn't do it again. That's crazy. You have all of your customers right here. You can add customers at any time. You can click into customers so that you can see all of their data, anything that's ever happened with them. Be able to then go over your conversations tab with them, search them up at any time if you'd like as well too, and also be able to see your estimates sent via the email and so have you afterwards. Any of the estimates that you have completed or have been rejected or accepted, follow the notifications onto there. Also be able to pull into that and take pictures at the time of the estimate that will also go right into the software for you. After that, you can also see anything such as taxes, discounts applied, collect deposits through Square, payments, everything and anything that you can need onto that front. Then also be able to convert those estimates right there into work orders as you're onto the tab. Convert to a work order and schedule it at that same time. This one is a canceled event, and if you really needed to, you could assign a crew to it and be able to see time blocking based upon when your teams are available, and also with selecting your crew, you can see what days and times you have available, just like that, to be able to find and schedule on the fly. Super easy. This one also was attached to a invoice, so you can attach your work orders to invoices. From here, invoices, any kind of taxes, deposits collected, anything, send those links right out to your customers for you. After that, maximizing your revenue so that you can see anything that needs to help you generate even more potential revenue at any time. Also, any filters, this will be what the community will work on as well too for any stale estimates, overdue estimate, invoices, work orders not invoice, silent leads, dormant customers, job costing that will also take into account the monthly average and cost as it goes on. Need to just update this here so that it works perfectly for you all. Reputation, so you can see any imported or new Google reviews so that you can respond to them. Also check the health of your business, make sure everything is setting up and correctly inputted for you. Just waiting on the verification for that. Any kind of reports and analytics, revenue profitability, sales pipeline, marketing ROI, customer insights, receivables and payments, operations. as well too. Any of these that you guys would like me to add, I can get those in and set for you, as well as your quality control and portfolio. This is where you can click into here for the QC Wizard. This will allow you to add photos to your portfolio just in a click. You can take them off if you'd like as well too. You can also see the pre-inspection, the surface prep video or pictures, and also the final seal onto there. Any of these that you would like to add to the portfolio, you just click them and they're added just like that. Onto here as well too, you have your regular portfolio if you would ever like to just standard see these as well as your map. Any jobs that you have completed will be onto this map, and it's a very easy shareable link that you can just send over at any time to your customers. Marketing materials with the price estimator, which I just got to right before this for you all, where you can input your price per square foot, the surface damage surcharge, premium warranty surcharge if you have any additional costs onto there. At any time, you can add or delete any of these questions that you have. Click, what's your primary goal, cracking pitting. Next, floor condition, moderate wear, square footage that you have, or if they don't know their square footage. Preferred warranty preference is standard warranty, premium warranty. How long will you be inside of the house? I don't really like that question, so I take that off of mine. Then when they input all of this information, they will be added as a new customer for you right there and that right then and there. Currently working on to the AI sales coach. This will be coming soon with any kind of notes to help you be able to figure out where are your weak spots inside of the sales process with your customers, showing things such as speed to lead, overall communication styles, anything and everything that you could need to become even better at sales over time, as well as your workflows. So anytime an estimate is sent up, you can edit this right here to wait a couple days, send a text message, wait, do more, and complete onto your workflow right there. Super easy for you, as well as the missed call, follow up, new lead response, review request, and more. You can have it trigger manually. You can have it when a new lead comes from your other sources or internally. Estimate sent, estimate age, invoice paid, and we can add even more of these into the future for you. Send text, email, add a call, add a wait, add notes, anything and everything that you could ever need to be able to stay on top of it for your business for you. I don't think really anything else inside of the settings tab is really that necessary. Your profile, call forwarding phone number, customer sources could be useful. Also being able to see all of your employees. You can create crews if people are always going to be together whenever you're scheduling, make your life a little bit easier. Also payroll if you decide to do anything like performance pay for your customers. Online payments where you can select what kind of payments you have and also be able to fill in your link for instance, your Venmo so that they already have that for any kind of deposits, PayPal, Zelle, integrate all of those. Also Square, Stripe, PayPal, and financing options onto your estimates for you. Be able to, on your work orders, automatically have all of these filled out so you don't ever have to worry about that into the future. Phone number, email settings, such as where the from name for that email will be, from address, as well as who should be receiving that email whenever it gets sent out as well too. So off of our services, they will automatically route to your email for you, and then you can respond to the customer at any time. Email notifications as well as app notifications for anybody who accepts an estimate, declines, views. Make it only for the first view, toggle it to really any time at all whenever they look at it so you get a notification so you can stay on top of that on your side. If you ever want to see how your crews are running, you can also turn on work order completed. When a work order is marked complete, links to the work order, invoices whenever you're paid as well too. And that is all. I think we actually got through this one today. Hope you all have a great day. Don't see any comments. Gonna continue to work.